Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivedanta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivedanta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivedanta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivedanta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivedanta
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila
Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Srila Gurudeva. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paripraja Acharya Stotra Satasri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paripraja Acharya Stotra Satasri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Todas las glorias a los devotos reunidos. Todas las glorias a los devotos reunidos. Todas las glorias a los devotos reunidos. Todas las glorias a Sri Guru y Sri Gauranga. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So I will read from Srimad-Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter, Prayers by Queen Kunti, text 31. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gopya
Text 1, 30.
Twai Krita Avad Yate Dashashu Kilalanjana Sambrakasa Vaktram Niniya Bhaya Bhavanaya Stitasya Samam Vimohayati Bir Apiyad Bibeti Gopyadade Twai Kritaga Siddhamatavad Yate Dashashu Kalilanjana Brahmaksham Vaktram Niniya Bhaya Bhavanaya Stitasya Samapi Mohayati Bir Apiyad Vibeti. Gopi, the cowherd lady Yasoda.
Gopi, la pastora Yasoda,
Other day took up
here with Maharaj. We cannot hear.
Took up.
You don't have the book?
What is
What number, Guru Maharaj?
Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 31.
31, okay. Yes, we have it now. I do too.
Adade took up
Mi querido Krishna Yasoda tomó una soga. You're doing good, por favor. Tomó.
Twai on your
En tu.
Kritagasi, creating disturbances by breaking the
Creando perturbaciones al romper el tarro de mantequilla.
Dhamma, rope,
Soga.
Tavat, at that time,
En ese momento,
Ya, that which,
aquello que
Te, your,
tú,
Dasha, situation,
situación,
Ashu Kalila, overflooded with tears,
inundado de lágrimas,
Anjana, ointment,
ungüento,
Sambrama, perturbed,
perturbado,
Aksham, eyes,
ojos,
Vaktram, face,
cara,
Niniya, downwards,
hacia abajo,
Maya Mavanaya, by thoughts of fear,
por pensamientos producto del temor,
Stitasya, of the situation,
de la situación,
Sa, that,
eso,
Mam, me,
a mí,
Vimohayati, bewilders,
confunde,
Be api, even fear personified,
hasta el temor personificado,
Yat, whom,
al cual,
Vibeti, is afraid.
tiene miedo.
Ganga, your audio is not so strong for the last few words for some reason. It wasn't as strong as before.
¿Ahora? ¿Es better?
Not that much better, no. Is Bhaktidas with you?
Yes, we should probably move inside, closer to the Wi-Fi.
Okay, you sound great.
Maybe speak louder.
Okay. Now you hear me, Guru Maharaj?
Yeah,
Okay, I just speak louder.
okay. All right, so translation. My dear Krishna, Yasoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes. And you are afraid, although fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me.
Yasoda tomó una soga para atarte cuando cometiste una ofensa, y tus perturbados ojos se inundaron de lágrimas, las cuales lavaron el cosmético de ellos, y tú estabas asustado, aunque el temor personificado te tiene miedo a ti. Ver esto me resulta desconcertante.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Here is another explanation of the bewilderment created by the pastimes of the Supreme Lord.
He aquí otra explicación del desconcierto que crean los pasatiempos del Señor Supremo.
The Supreme Lord is the supreme in all circumstances, as already explained.
El Señor Supremo es el Supremo en todas las circunstancias, tal como ya se explicó.
Here is a specific example of the Lord's being the supreme and at the same time a plaything in the presence of his pure devotee.
Ese es un ejemplo específico de cómo el Señor es el Supremo y al mismo tiempo, al estar en presencia de su devoto puro, es un juguete de este último.
The Lord's pure devotee renders service unto the Lord out of unalloyed love only. And while discharging such devotional service, the pure devotee forgets the position of the Supreme Lord.
El devoto puro del Señor le presta servicio a Él solo como resultado del amor puro, y mientras ejecuta dicho servicio devocional, se olvida de la posición del Señor Supremo.
So, in Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, Yogamaya acts in such a way that the devotees forget that Krishna is God, and even Krishna himself forgets that he is God.
En los pasatiempos de Krishna en Vrindavan, Yogamaya actúa de tal manera que los devotos se olvidan de que Krishna es Dios e incluso Krishna mismo se olvida de que es Dios.
And thus the pastimes in Vrindavan are called Naralila, human-like pastimes.
Por eso estos pasatiempos se conocen como Nara Lila o pasatiempos humanos.
Because generally Krishna feels himself to be a human being, not God. And the devotees also see Krishna as the all-attractive person, but not God.
Porque Krishna mismo, él se considera una persona ordinaria y sus devotos también le consideran como una persona muy atractiva, pero no Dios.
Lord Krishna has two mayas, Mahamaya and Yogamaya.
Existen dos mayas, que es Mahamaya y Yogamaya.
Mahamaya bewilders the conditioned souls and makes them forget Krishna, God.
Mahamaya confunde a las entidades vivientes y las hacen olvidar a Krishna, a Dios.
Whereas Yogamaya reveals the attractiveness of the Lord, but makes the pure devotees forget that he is God.
Mientras que Yogamaya revela lo atractivo que es el Señor, pero hace que los devotos se olviden de que Él es el Señor.
So coming back to the purport,
Volviendo al significado,
the Lord's pure devotee renders service unto the Lord out of unalloyed love only. And while discharging such devotional service, the pure devotee forgets the position of the Supreme Lord.
el devoto puro del Señor le presta servicio a Él solo como resultado del amor puro, y mientras ejecuta dicho servicio devocional, se olvida de la posición del Señor Supremo.
The Supreme Lord also accepts the loving service of his devotees more relishably when the service is rendered spontaneously out of pure affection without anything of reverential admiration.
El Señor Supremo acepta además con mayor deleite el amoroso servicio de sus devotos cuando el servicio se realiza espontáneamente y como resultado de un afecto puro, sin nada de admiración reverencial.
Generally, the Lord is worshipped by devotees in a reverential attitude, but the Lord is meticulously pleased when the devotee, out of pure affection and love, considers the Lord to be less important than himself.
Por lo general, los devotos adoran al Señor con una actitud reverencial, pero el Señor se complace íntegramente cuando el devoto, por amor y afecto puro, considera que el Señor es menos importante que él mismo.
So the Lord is always being praised and worshipped, but sometimes he also wants to be chastised.
El Señor siempre es alabado y adorado, pero algunas veces él también quiere ser castigado.
And who can chastise the Lord?
¿Y quién puede castigar al Señor?
Only a pure devotee who has unalloyed affection for the Lord.
Solo un devoto puro que tiene un genuino afecto por el Señor.
This is a very exalted position in devotional service.
Esta es una posición muy exaltada en el servicio devocional.
In our positions, we should approach the Lord with awe and reverence.
En nuestra posición tenemos que acercarnos al Señor con reverencia.
Mother Yasoda is in the position of pure love in which she can blame the Lord for breaking the butter pot and stealing butter. But in our positions, if we blame the Lord, for example, if we don't like how our life is going in some respects, that's very bad for us to blame the Lord.
Madre Yasoda, como tiene amor puro por el Señor, puede echarle la culpa de haber roto el pote de la mantequilla, robar la mantequilla, pero en nuestro caso, si nosotros echamos la culpa al Señor por cómo las cosas van en nuestra vida, eso no es nada bueno para nosotros.
Yeah. In our position, we have to develop the mood of surrender to the Lord.
En nuestra posición debemos desarrollar el humor de rendición al Señor.
And there are 6 divisions of surrender mentioned in the Shastra.
Hay 6 divisiones de la rendición que se menciona en el Shastra.
Beginning with anusankalpa, to accept whatever is favorable and reject whatever is unfavorable.
La primera es aceptar lo que es favorable y rechazar lo que es desfavorable.
So anukulyasya sankalpa, that means accept whatever is favorable. Pratikulyasya varjanam, reject whatever is unfavorable. Raksha isya titi vishvaso, to be convinced that Krishna will give one protection.
La segunda es estar convencido de que Krishna te va a dar protección.
Gopchitre varanam tata, the acceptance of the Lord as one's guardian or master.
La tercera es aceptar al Señor como el guardián y el amo de uno.
Atma nikshepa, which means full self-surrender.
Y la siguiente es plena rendición.
And karpanye, humility.
Y la última, humildad.
Sadvida sharanagati. These are the 6 divisions of surrender.
Estas son las 6 divisiones de la rendición.
And Srila Prabhupada explains in his purport,
Srila Prabhupada explica en su significado,
one who is fully surrendered is qualified with the 6 following characteristics.
uno que es plenamente rendido tiene estas 6 características.
The devotee has to accept everything that is favorable for the rendering of transcendental loving service to the Lord.
El devoto debe aceptar todo lo que es favorable para el trascendental servicio amoroso del Señor.
He must reject everything unfavorable to the Lord's service.
Debe rechazar todo lo que es desfavorable para el servicio del Señor.
This is also called renunciation.
Esto también se llama renunciación.
A devotee must be firmly convinced that Krishna will give him protection.
El devoto debe estar firmemente convencido de que Krishna le va a dar protección.
No one else can actually give one protection.
Nadie más en realidad puede darle protección.
And being firmly convinced of this is called faith.
Y estar firmemente convencido de esto es fe.
A devotee wants to remain always in the Lord's service.
El devoto siempre quiere permanecer en el servicio del Señor.
In this way, Krishna is merciful to his devotee and gives him all protection from the dangers found on the path of devotional service.
De esta manera, Krishna siempre es misericordioso con su devoto y le da protección de todas las dificultades que surjan en su camino devocional.
4. The devotee should accept Krishna as his supreme maintainer and master.
4. El devoto debe aceptar al Señor como su supremo mantenedor y amo.
He should not think that he is being protected by a demigod.
No debe pensar que está protegido por un semidios.
He should depend only on Krishna, considering him the only protector.
Debe depender solamente de Krishna, considerándole su único protector.
He should be firmly convinced that within the three worlds, he has no protector or maintainer other than Krishna.
Debe estar plenamente convencido de que en los tres mundos no tiene ningún otro protector ni mantenedor que Krishna.
5. Atmanikshepa, self-surrender, means remembering that one's activities and desires are not independent.
La quinta, completa rendición, es entender que no tenemos ni deseos independientes del Señor.
The devotee is completely dependent on Krishna and acts and thinks as Krishna desires.
El devoto no tiene ningún pensamiento independiente de Krishna y actúa y piensa como Krishna desea.
And 6, the devotee is meek and humble.
Y la sexta, el devoto es sumiso y humilde.
So these are the qualities of surrender, sharanagati, that we have to develop.
Así que estas son las cualidades de rendición que tenemos que desarrollar.
But Mother Yasoda's position is so exalted that while we are cultivating the mood that Krishna is our only protector and maintainer, she thinks that Krishna is dependent on her and that she is Krishna's protector and maintainer.
Para Yasoda, Devi es tan exaltada que mientras nosotros pensamos o estamos trabajando para pensar que Krishna es nuestro mantenedor y protector, Madre Yasoda piensa que ella es la protectora y la mantenedora de Krishna.
But that is the mood in terms of the lila or pastimes.
Pero ese es el humor en cuanto a sus pasatiempos.
But actually all the residents of Vrindavan are fully surrendered to Krishna.
Pero todos los residentes de Vrindavan están plenamente rendidos a Krishna.
So now we come back to the purport.
Volvemos al significado.
Generally, the Lord is worshipped by devotees in a reverential mood, but the Lord is meticulously pleased when the devotee, out of pure affection and love, considers the Lord to be less important than himself.
Por lo general, los devotos adoran al Señor con una actitud reverencial, pero el Señor se complace íntegramente cuando el devoto, por amor y afecto puro, considera que el Señor es menos importante que él mismo.
The Lord's pastimes in the original abode of Goloka Vrindavan are exchanged in that spirit.
Los pasatiempos del Señor en la morada original de Goloka Vrindavan se intercambian con ese espíritu.
The friends of Krishna consider him one of them.
Los amigos de Krishna lo tienen a él por uno de ellos.
They do not consider him to be of reverential importance.
No lo consideran de una importancia reverencial.
The parents of the Lord, who are all pure devotees, consider him a child only.
Los padres del Señor, que son todos devotos puros, lo consideran únicamente un niño.
The Lord accepts the chastisements of the parents more cheerfully than the prayers of the Vedic hymns.
El Señor acepta los castigos de sus padres más jubilosamente que las oraciones de los himnos védicos.
Similarly, he accepts the reproaches of his fiancés more palatably than the Vedic hymns.
De igual manera, él acepta los reproches de sus prometidas con más gusto que los himnos védicos.
So in this section of the purport, Srila Prabhupada is running parallel to a section in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita.
En esta sección de significados, Srila Prabhupada está hablando paralelamente con otro significado del Chaitanya Charitamrita.
In Adi Lila chapter 4.
Adi Lila capítulo 4.
I'll just read the translations to save time. But
Solamente leo las traducciones para ahorrar tiempo.
in text 17, Lord Krishna explains, all the universe is filled with the conception of my majesty.
Todo el universo, sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Todo el universo está lleno de la concepción reverencial.
But love weakened by the sense of majesty does not satisfy me.
Pero el amor debilitado con el sentido de majestuosidad no me satisface.
If one regards me as the Supreme Lord and himself as a subordinate, I do not become subservient to his love, nor can it control me.
Si uno me considera a mí el Señor y él su sirviente, él no me puede realmente controlar.
But again, in our position, we have to regard Krishna as the Supreme Lord and ourselves as subordinate.
Pero, de nuevo, en nuestra posición debemos considerar al Señor como el Supremo y nosotros sus subordinados.
Because we are coming from the category of rebellious, conditioned souls who want to be God or take the place of God. So for us, it's essential to recognize that Krishna is God and we are subordinate to him.
Porque nosotros venimos de la posición de ser almas rebeldes hacia Krishna, entonces es esencial para nosotros el entender y aceptar que Dios es el Supremo y nosotros estamos subordinados a Él.
And we have to, consider ourselves subordinate and dependent.
Y nos tenemos que considerar subordinados y dependientes.
But on the platform of pure love, Krishna likes to be treated like a human being.
Pero en la plataforma del amor puro, a Krishna le gusta ser tratado como un ser humano ordinario.
So in Adi 4:21 and 22, Lord Krishna says, if one cherishes pure loving devotion to me, thinking of me as his son, his friend, or his beloved, regarding himself as great and considering me his equal or inferior, I become subordinate to him.
Si alguien, debido al amor puro, can you repeat, Guru Maharaj? I lost it.
All right, we'll just do part by part.
Okay.
If one cherishes pure loving devotion to me,
Si uno tiene amor puro devoción por mí,
thinking of me as his son,
me considera su hijo,
his friend,
su amigo
or his beloved,
o su amado,
regarding himself as great
considerándose el mismo grande,
and considering me his equal
considerándome a mí su igual
or inferior,
o inferior,
I become subordinate to him.
me vuelvo subordinado a él.
Then in text 24, he says, Mother sometimes binds me as her son. She nourishes and protects me, thinking me utterly helpless.
Mi madre me ata como si fuera un niño y me castiga.
So this refers to the Damodara Lila. Mother sometimes binds me as her son.
Esto se refiere al lila de Damodar, que madre a veces me ata.
She nourishes and protects me, thinking me utterly helpless.
Me alimenta, me protege pensando que soy indefenso.
My friends climb on my shoulders in pure friendship.
Mis amigos se suben a mis espaldas en amistad pura,
saying, what kind of big man are you?
diciéndome, ¿qué tipo de hombre grande eres tú?
You and I are equal.
Tú y yo somos iguales.
And if my beloved consort reproaches me in a sulky mood, that's, yeah.
Y si mi consorte amada me castiga,
that steals my mind from the reverent hymns of the Vedas.
Esto atrae mi mente, roba mi mente de los versos de los Vedas.
So what Srila Prabhupada is saying here in the purport very closely parallels that section in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Así que lo que Srila Prabhupada está diciendo aquí en este significado va muy paralelo con lo que Srila Prabhupada dice en el Chaitanya Charitamrita.
So back to the purport. When Lord Krishna was present in this material world to manifest his eternal pastimes of the transcendental realm of Goloka Vrindavan, as an, do you have this, Ganga?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
So, when Lord Krishna was present in this material world to manifest his eternal pastimes of the transcendental realm of Goloka Vrindavan, as an attraction for the people in general, he displayed a unique picture of subordination before his foster mother, Yasoda.
Cuando el Señor Krishna se hallaba presente en este mundo material y a fin de manifestar como una atracción para la gente en general sus eternos pasatiempos del reino trascendental de Goloka Vrindavan, exhibió ante Yasoda, su madre adoptiva, una imagen única de subordinación.
The Lord, in his naturally childish, playful activities, used to spoil the stocked butter of Mother Yasoda by breaking the pots and distributing the contents to his friends and playmates, including the celebrated monkeys of Vrindavan, who took advantage of the Lord's munificence.
El Señor, en sus juegos y actividades infantiles, de un modo natural, solía arruinar la mantequilla que Madre Yasoda almacenaba al romper los tarros y distribuir su contenido entre sus amigos y compañeros de juego, entre ellos los célebres monos de Vrindavan, que aprovecharon la munificencia del Señor.
Mother Yasoda saw this, and out of her pure love, she wanted to make a show of punishment for her transcendental child.
Madre Yasoda vio eso y, movida por su amor puro, quiso hacer una representación de castigo para su trascendental hijo.
She took a rope and threatened the Lord that she would tie him up, as it is generally done in the ordinary household.
Ella tomó una soga y amenazó al Señor con atarlo, tal como se acostumbra en los hogares corrientes.
Speaking on this verse, Srila Prabhupada said that in India, it was the custom that if the child was too naughty, causing too much mischief and misbehaving, that the mother would tie the child, just like Mother Yasoda tied Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada dice en el significado, hablando de este verso, que en India pues se hacía esto, se ataba a los niños cuando eran traviesos y estaban haciendo cosas peligrosas, y así es como Madre Yasoda también ha atado a Krishna.
Seeing the rope in the hands of Mother Yasoda, the Lord bowed down his head and began to weep, just like a child, and tears rolled down his cheeks, washing off the black ointment smeared about his beautiful eyes.
Al ver la soga en manos de Madre Yasoda, el Señor inclinó la cabeza y comenzó a sollozar como un niño, y las lágrimas se deslizaron por sus mejillas, lavando el ungüento negro que había alrededor de sus hermosos ojos.
So Lord Krishna is Bhagavan. He is full in 6 opulences.
Así el Señor Krishna es Bhagavan, es pleno en 6 opulencias:
knowledge, strength, beauty, fame, renunciation, well, there's one more.
Wealth.
Wealth,
Yes.
conocimiento, fuerza, belleza, renunciación, riqueza. Ahora me falta una a mí.
What's the first one? Aishwaryasya
Ay,
Samagrasa.
belleza.
And now, so which opulence is Krishna manifesting here?
Así que, ¿cuál es la cualidad que está aquí manifestando Krishna?
Srila Prabhupada said he's manifesting the opulence of beauty.
Srila Prabhupada dice que está manifestando la opulencia de la belleza.
So here, the Lord bowed down his head and began to weep just like a child, and tears rolled down his cheeks, washing off the black ointment smeared about his beautiful eyes.
El Señor inclinó la cabeza, comenzó a sollozar como un niño y las lágrimas se deslizaron por sus mejillas, lavando en ungüento negro que había alrededor de sus hermosos ojos.
This picture of the Lord is adored by Kunti Devi.
Kunti Devi adora esa imagen del Señor.
She is conscious of the Lord's supreme position because she is conscious of the Lord's supreme position.
Porque ella está consciente de la suprema posición en la que Él está.
He is feared often by fear personified.
Muchas veces el temor personificado le teme al Señor.
Yet he is afraid of his mother,
Mas Él le tiene miedo a su madre,
who wanted to punish him just in an ordinary manner.
quien justamente quería castigarlo de una manera ordinaria.
Kunti was conscious of the exalted position of Krishna.
Kunti estaba consciente de la excelsa posición de Krishna,
Whereas Yasoda was not.
mientras que Yasoda no lo estaba.
Therefore, Yashoda's position was more exalted than Kunti's.
Por lo tanto, la posición de Yasoda era más excelsa que la de Kunti.
Mother Yashoda got the Lord as her child, and the Lord made her forget altogether that her child was the Lord himself.
Madre Yasoda obtuvo al Señor como hijo de ella y el Señor le hizo olvidar por completo que su hijo era el propio Señor.
This again is the influence of Yoga Maya.
Esto de nuevo es la influencia de Yoga Maya.
If Mother Yashoda had been conscious of the exalted position of the Lord, she would certainly have hesitated to punish the Lord.
Si Madre Yasoda hubiera estado consciente de la excelsa posición del Señor, de seguro que hubiera dudado en castigarlo.
But she was made to forget this situation. Because
Pero a ella se le hizo olvidar esa situación,
the Lord wanted to make a complete gesture of childness before the affectionate Yasoda.
porque el Señor quiso ejecutar un acto infantil completo ante la afectuosa Yasoda.
Now, one of the most, crucial elements of this pastime was Mother Yashoda's binding Krishna around the belly with ropes.
Un elemento crucial de este pasatiempo es cuando Madre Yasoda ata a Krishna con cuerdas por el vientre.
In fact, Dhamma means rope and Udara means belly or abdomen.
Porque Dhamma significa cuerda y Udara significa abdomen.
And so the name Damodara means Krishna who is bound around the waist by ropes.
Porque Damodara entonces significa que Krishna siendo atado con cuerdas por la cintura.
So it's described in the 10th canto, chapter 9, called Mother Yasoda Binds Krishna, that the ropes were always 2 fingers, the width of 2 fingers too short.
En el canto 10, donde se describe el pasatiempo de Damodar, se dice que la cuerda era siempre 2 dedos corta.
No matter how many ropes Mother Yasoda added, it was always 2 fingers too short.
No importa cuánta cuerda Madre Yasoda añadiera, siempre faltaban 2 dedos.
And this was very bewildering.
Esto daba mucha confusión.
Because every morning, Mother Yasoda would help little Krishna get dressed, and she would tie a belt around his waist.
porque cada mañana Madre Yasoda vestía a Krishna y le ataba un cinturón en su cintura.
And there was never any problem.
Y nunca había ningún problema.
But eventually, he agreed to be bound.
Pero eventualmente él estuvo de acuerdo en ser atado.
And the verse in Srimad-Bhagavatam mentions two words in Sanskrit, two phrases.
Y en el Srimad-Bhagavatam se mencionan dos palabras.
One is parishram, which means hard labor.
Una, pareshram, significa trabajo duro.
And the other is Krishna Kripa, which means Krishna's mercy.
Y Krishna Kripa, una misericordia de Krishna.
And so the translation explains that, Krishna, seeing Mother Yasoda's hard labor, became compassionate towards her and allowed her to bind him.
Así se explica la traducción como Krishna se sintió compasión por su madre, por su trabajo duro y se dejó atar.
And our acharyas explain that width of 2 fingers or 2 inches was covered by this combination. One was parishram, hard endeavor, hard labor, and the other was Krishna Kripa, Krishna's mercy.
Y ahí se explica cómo esta distancia de 2 dedos fue cubierta por 2 pareshram, trabajo duro, y Krishna Kripa, la misericordia de Krishna.
And so for us to be successful in devotional service, we need both of those elements.
Así, para nosotros ser exitosos en el servicio devocional necesitamos ambos elementos.
Parashram, our personal endeavor, and Krishna Kripa, Krishna's mercy.
Pareshram, nuestro propio esfuerzo, y Krishna Kripa, la misericordia de Krishna.
If we think, I won't do anything, I'll just pray for Krishna's mercy, that is not sufficient.
Si pensamos, no voy a hacer nada, solamente voy a orar por la misericordia de Krishna, esto no es suficiente.
And if we think, I'll be successful by my own endeavors, I don't need Krishna's mercy, that's also wrong.
Y si pensamos, con mis esfuerzos es suficiente, no necesito la misericordia de Krishna, también es equivocado.
So by that combination of personal endeavor and Krishna's mercy, we can be successful, we can bind Krishna.
Así, por esta combinación de nuestro esfuerzo y la misericordia de Krishna, podemos ser exitosos.
So we come to the end of the purport.
Vamos a terminar el significado.
This exchange of love between mother and son was performed in a natural way.
Este intercambio de amor entre la madre y el hijo se realizó de un modo natural.
And Kunti, remembering the scene, was bewildered.
Y Kunti, al recordar la escena, se desconcertó.
And she could do nothing but praise the transcendental filial love.
Y no pudo menos que alabar el trascendental amor filial.
Indirectly, Mother Yasoda is praised for her unique position of love.
Indirectamente, Madre Yasoda es alabada por su posición amorosa única.
For she could control even the all-powerful Lord as her beloved child.
Pues ella podía controlar en forma de su amado hijo, incluso al todopoderoso Señor.
And so Mother Yasoda is glorified as the greatest devotee.
Y Madre Yasoda es glorificada como la mayor devota, la mejor devota.
Yeah, Nemam virincho nabhavo nashir apyanga samshraya prasadam lebire gopi yatat prapa vimuktidat. Neither Lord Brahma, nor Lord Shiva, nor even the goddess of fortune, who is always the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the deliverer from this material world, such mercy as received by Mother Yasoda.
Ni el señor Brahma, ni el señor Shiva, ni la diosa de la fortuna, que es su mejor media parte, pudieron tener esta misericordia del Señor como tuvo Madre Yasoda.
So, yes, Mother Yasoda is, well, I'll just read that last sentence again in the purport. Indirectly, Mother Yasoda is praised for her unique position of love.
Indirectamente, Madre Yasoda es alabada por su trascendental situación de amor,
For she could control even the all-powerful Lord,
porque ella puede controlar incluso al Señor
as her beloved child.
como su amado Hijo.
And coming back to that verse that I just read, 10:9:20 in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, this is a comparative study between Mother Yasoda and all other devotees of the Lord.
Srila Prabhupada dice, este es un estudio comparativo de Madre Yasoda y todos los devotos del Señor.
As stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 5:142, Ekale Ishwara Krishna Arasa Britya. The only supreme master is Krishna, and all others are his servants.
El único amo es Krishna y todos los demás son sus sirvientes.
Krishna has the transcendental quality of Britya Vashyata, becoming subordinate to his Britya or servant.
Krishna tiene la cualidad de que se vuelve subordinado a su Britya, a su sirviente.
Now, although everyone is Britya, and although Krishna has the quality of becoming subordinate to his Britya, the position of Mother Yasoda is the greatest.
Y aunque todo el mundo es Britya y el Señor tiene la posición de ser subordinado a su Britya, la posición de Madre Yasoda es la más grande.
Mother Yasoda is in the supermost exalted position.
Madre Yasoda está en la posición más exaltada.
And thus, Krishna became completely subordinate to her.
Y así Krishna se volvió completamente subordinado a ella.
Yasoda Damodara ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Damodara Lila ki jai. So now, if there's time, we can take questions and comments from the devotees who are on the Zoom call.
Yeah, there is quite ample of time because still early over here in Spain, in Europe. So I think they can ask questions.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. I have a question. This Damodar Leela is based on Vatsalya Ras between Mother Yashoda and Krishna. So when at the end of the Damodarastakam, we always chant Jai Radha Damodar Radha. So I wanted to know what role Radharani has in this pastime.
La pregunta es que, bueno, Damodar, en este pasatiempo de Damodar, se ve a Yasoda y Krishna. Mi pregunta es, ¿qué papel tiene Radharani en este pasatiempo?
Well, there's actually another Damodara Lila, in which Krishna got married to Srimati Radharani.
Hay otro pasatiempo de Damodar en que Krishna se casa con Srimati Radharani.
As part of the marriage ceremony, I think the couple ties their cloth to each other.
Como parte de la ceremonia de matrimonio, creo que la pareja se ata la ropa uno al otro.
So so Krishna's belly had that cloth around it in his marriage ceremony with Srimati Radharani.
I can see them a little bit, no? Sorry, Guru Maharaj, can you repeat? Sorry.
So Radha and Krishna got married.
Yeah.
And in that ceremony, Radharani's cloth got tied around Krishna's belly. Like
La ropa de Radharani se ató a la cintura de Krishna, como en el pasatiempo de Damodar.
And there's a very sort of interesting and esoteric and elaborate explanation of this by a very scholarly devotee named Hari Parshad Das.
Y hay una explicación muy esotérica de esto por Hari Parshad Das.
And he raises this question, where is Radharani during this pastime?
Y hace esta pregunta, ¿dónde está Radharani en este pasatiempo?
And he says that when Krishna was crying, Radharani was there between the streams of his tears.
Y dice que cuando Krishna estaba llorando, Radharani estaba ahí entre sus ríos de lágrimas.
And I think what he explained was that a word for tears or crying is dara.
Y creo que el significado por lágrimas es dara.
So on either side there was dara, D-A-R-A.
En ambos lados había dara, D-A-R-A.
But you take that D-A-R-A, and in the middle of it, you get R-A-D-A, or maybe it's D-H-A-R-A. And in the middle of that, you get R-A-D-H-A.
Wow.
There between the
Yeah, I don't know how to translate that, Guru Maharaj, because it's in English. Yeah.
R-A-D-H-A. In English, it won't be the same.
El viceversa es R-A-D-H-A, como Radha.
Radha.
Okay, good question.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. It's so wonderful, so beautiful. I never heard this.
Yeah, it's very special. You have the Daras here and the Daras there, and then in between you got Radha.
Dara está en un lado, Dara está en el otro y en medio Radha.
Are there any other questions or comments?
¿Más preguntas?
By the way, as far as possible, I'd like the devotees on Zoom to put on your cameras so I can see it's more personal.
Maharaj, there's a question from Paramdam. He wants to make a question.
Okay, Paramdam, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare-
I like to know what is the difference, the 6 principles of surrender between the second and the third one. I don't see clearly what is the difference between these two.
Okay.
Quiere saber la diferencia que hay en los 6 puntos de la rendición entre el tercero y el cuarto.
Yeah, I think you probably mean between the third and the fourth.
Yes, third, fourth, yeah. Yeah. Third
So,
and fourth, yes, sorry, yeah.
yeah. So the third is Rakshishyatiti Vishvaso, which means one must be firmly convinced that Krishna will give him protection.
La tercera es que uno debe estar firmemente convencido de que Krishna le va a dar protección.
And being convinced of this is called faith.
Y estar convencido de esto es llamado fe.
And four is Gotripre Varanam Tata, which means the devotee should accept Krishna as his supreme maintainer and master.
Y el sí cuarto es que uno siempre debe aceptar a Krishna como su supremo mantenedor y amo.
So the two are actually very close. One is being protected and the other is being maintained.
Los dos están muy cerca el uno del otro. El primero es ser protegido y el segundo es ser mantenido.
So they're close, but there is a bit of a difference.
Están muy cercanos, pero hay una pequeña diferencia.
Yeah, but there's a difference.
Hay una diferencia.
One is protection and the other is maintenance.
Uno es protección y otro es manutención,
But they're similar.
pero son similares.
But for our surrender to be complete, we should have both, of course.
Pero para que nuestra rendición sea completa, debemos tener ambos, por supuesto.
But you still have to go on Sankirtan.
Pero aún así tienes que ir de Sankirtan.
Yes. Thank you. With your blessing, maybe it's possible.
You have to make your effort and then depend on Krishna's mercy.
Tienes que hacer tu esfuerzo y luego depender de Krishna.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments?
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
All right, well, if not, we can ask.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Oh, yes.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Prabhupada, all glories to you. Thank you very much for this lovely class, and thank you very much, first of all, for giving us this opportunity to hear you once again. It's so nice to hear you directly from you. My question is, in the starting, you mentioned that Yogamaya, due to Yogamaya's influence, Lord Krishna also forgot that he was Krishna. I mean, I don't know. Yes, he was a god. But how is yoga? My question is, I'm sorry for my ignorance. How is Yogamaya influencing Krishna? Because Yogamaya is Lord's external potency, if my understanding is correct. So how is the Lord influenced by Yogamaya's Shakti?
Okay, that's a good question.
La pregunta es, usted estaba explicando cómo Krishna se olvida de que es Dios, que es influenciado por Yogamaya, pero ¿cómo es posible eso, que Krishna sea influenciado por Yogamaya, que es su energía? Una buena pregunta.
Yeah, so you made a mistake in what you said. It was probably an accident. But Yogamaya is not the Lord's external potency. Mahamaya is the Lord's external potency.
Yogamaya no es la potencia externa de Krishna, sino que Mahamaya es la potencia externa de Krishna.
And Yogamaya is a part of the Lord's internal or spiritual potency.
Y Yogamaya es parte de la potencia espiritual interna de Krishna.
And by her influence, Krishna and his devotees in Vraja Lila forget that Krishna is God.
Y por su influencia, Krishna y sus devotos en Vraja Lila se olvidan de que Krishna es Dios.
And because of Yogamaya, the devotees are able to have these wonderful, intimate exchanges with Krishna.
Debido a Yogamaya, pueden tener estos intercambios tan íntimos con Krishna.
But sometimes Krishna needs to know that he's God.
Pero algunas veces Krishna necesita saber que es Dios.
For example, when there was a forest fire and Krishna swallowed it.
Por ejemplo, cuando está el fuego del bosque y Krishna tiene que tragárselo.
So if Krishna was thinking he's just an ordinary human being, he never could have swallowed the forest fire.
Si Krishna se considerara un niño ordinario, nunca podría tragarse el fuego.
So when required for intimate loving exchanges, Yogamaya makes Krishna forget he's God. But when Krishna needs to know he's God, especially to protect his devotees, then she allows him to remember that he's God.
Así que Yogamaya le permite olvidar a Krishna que es Dios para sus pasatiempos íntimos amorosos, pero cuando Krishna necesita saber que es Dios, especialmente para proteger a sus devotos, pues Yogamaya le hace recordar que es Krishna, que es Dios.
For example, when Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill and held it above with just the tip of his the little finger on his left hand, he knew that he was God.
Por ejemplo, cuando Krishna levantó la colina de Govardhan con el dedo meñique, él realmente sabía que era Dios.
But his mother Yasoda didn't know he was God.
Pero su madre Yasoda no sabía que era Dios.
So she was telling all the Vrajavasis, don't go under the hill. He's just a small child. He's going to drop it. Don't go there.
No vayáis debajo de la colina porque es un niño pequeño, la va a soltar, se le va a caer.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj. That answers my question. Thank you very much.
All right, well, if there are no more questions or comments, we can end. And I would suggest we conclude with Vaishnava Pranam. So I'll say in English, then Ganga can say in Spanish, and then we'll all say in Sanskrit. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who are just like desire trees, who can fulfill the desires of everyone and are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls.
Vamos a ofrecer nuestras respetuosas reverencias ante todos los devotos puros del Señor, que son como árboles de los deseos, que pueden satisfacer los deseos de todos y están llenos de compasión por las almas caídas.
Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrindaki Jai.
Giriraj Maharaj ki
Jai.
jai.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Haribol.
Haribol, Haribol, Maharaj.
Haribol.
Haribol, Haribol, Maharaj.
Haribol, Guruji, Swami. Haribol.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Please calm down.
It was very nice.
Happy birthday, Param Dham Prabhu.
Look happy. You look happy.
Nice to see everyone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The husband of Ganga Mataji, who was a translator in Spanish.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
Very good Sankirtanero. Top.
Yeah.
Ganga, wish your husband a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Let's all sing for it.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Lo que hay que aguantar la vejez para andar, ¿eh?
That's the best gift, no, you got on your birthday, Paramdam Prabhu. You got to see your wife.
Yes.
Where did Ganga go? Oh, there she is. There she is. Ganga, you're just in the corner. You're too low in this.
Yeah. Let's come up. No, you can sit. Yes. Where's Narottam Vilas? I just saw him just now.
He's there.
Oh, there you are. Haribol Narottam Vilas. Congratulations.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
The bird is going at the farm.
Yeah.
You
Honey,
do it-
वहाँ पे ही खाओगे क्या? Arjun, set it up for daddy so he can eat there.
Oh, Arjun, where's Arjun?
Can you see Devi? So
Hello,
nice.
pretty Radhika. Haribol, Arjun.
Hare Krishna. Here's Arjun.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much. And Hare Krishna, Paramdham Prabhu, happy birthday.
Yeah.
I
Thank
served
you,
with him many times.
Thank you.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, and we are very obliged to have you with us, and we wish and we hope that you again sometime join with us and give us your nectar, and we really wish to thank you from the bottom of hearts, and we are very happy to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
When is your Guru Maharaj? When is the book being released?
Well, we're hoping January 14th, which is the anniversary.
Makra Sankranti. Very auspicious day.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, I just got a letter from Nagaraj Prabhu, the editor of BTG. And they're going to run a full-page ad for the book on the back cover of Back to Godhead.
Wow, wonderful.
Amazing. Nice.
Run an excerpt from it and have pictures from it. So, yeah, it's happening.
Sure. It's very nice.
he said he saw the something like a release on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
broadcasted
today. It was this morning.
Yeah, he said it was. Oh yeah, he said he wrote, "I just watched the pre-launch video on YouTube. Very nice."
Yeah.
Very nice. We
Very
also
nice.
saw it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah. Is Nikunja still on? Because she made it. Yeah.
They were a little while ago.
Yeah.
Sundarananda and Nikunja, there they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Haribol. Yeah, that's Nikunja's. She made that.
No, it wasn't me. It was with the help of many others.
Yeah.
Sudama Prabhu.
But it was done very beautifully, very professionally.
Yes, really, really nicely done. Wow.
So we
Thank
look
you.
forward to that book.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, well, I've got to go.
So American, you know this. But I'm sure she does. I mean, you can't change the reality. But yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I have to do some other service, but I don't have to go. I can do it right here at my desk. If you want to see me work on the computer. I want to send Nagaraj Prabhu some excerpts from the book, and he can see if he thinks those would be suitable.
That's really nice to have a translator with sign language. Wow.
Yeah.
It's very special.
Yeah. Well, the leader of the group is Pavitra Bhatt.
Mm-hmm.
She's in England.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Bombay. She was associated with Siddhi Lalasa A.C, and Siddhi Lalasa told me about her.
Mm-hmm.
And she, had a close relationship with His Holiness Bhakti Swami, and so now trying to support and encourage her in Krishna consciousness. And she does wonders, with the deaf people.
Wow.
She has programs with them. She takes them out on book distribution.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah.
Very special service she does.
Wow.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay,
Thank you so much. It's all the blessings and the blessings of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada's mercy.
Yeah.
Please bless us so we can carry on with our service.
Sure. I'll pray for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Dayal Goranga Prabhu has a question. Hare Krishna Maharaj, can you hear me?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, yes.
Okay. It's a Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for the lecture. Please give us your blessings.
Okay.
I'm really happy with Pavitra Mataji. She was the one who asked me to join this Zoom meeting to hear about the Lord Damodara pastime, and it's been a wonderful lecture. Thank you for that.
I'm glad you joined. I'm glad she encouraged you to join.
I would like to teach you one sign to all of you. It's just two signs, two words. And maybe all of you can try. So this is Hare all together, please.
Hare.
Hare, Hare, and this is Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Oh,
wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you, Maharaj. Beautiful. Hare Krishna.
The flute. Something like that.
Perfect.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Krishna.
Very nice, Maharaj.
So it's Hare Krishna.
That's amazing. Wonderful. Thank you.
What is the person who's
Yeah,
talking?
yeah. Dinesh Chandra. One.
Perfect.
Okay.
Something very important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would like to request you, Maharaj, maybe in the future we will love to have a Zoom program for the deaf community.
Yes.
So maybe Maharaj will be interested. There is a lot of deaf in India interested in lots. So maybe we can do one program in the future for them. But
Yeah.
it depends if your schedule is possible.
Yeah. Yes, we can arrange.
Yeah, Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
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 I'm going.
Yeah, I think so. Precioso.
So I want to send my my proposed excerpts to Nagaraj Prabhu for Back to Godhead, which I can do even on Zoom, or if it's time for everyone to move on, then we can end. I think we have to refer this to Emagori.
We'll end the Zoom meeting
program now.
this time.
And then, yeah.
And then we look forward to your next meeting with us.
Okay. I look forward to it. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
All glory to His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much.